Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. What you're listening to today is a twin flame energy update. I channel these twin flame energy updates on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you to those of you joining us today in the live chats and during the live premiere of this reading, because you truly are a co-creator here, bringing forth the messages with your powerful energy, focus, and intention brought to these readings. Keep in mind that as I'm shuffling here, I will be channeling many different messages throughout this reading, and these messages will be meant for specific individuals who will feel drawn to this video. Now, with that being said, always use your intuition as your highest guide and only take what resonates with you personally. If you would like me to channel a message specifically for you and your situation, be sure to like this video and subscribe, because by liking and subscribing, this allows me to pick up more easily on your energy as someone who is energetically tuned in to our beautiful collective here. Okay, so right away I have 3 cards coming out from the Star Seed Oracle deck here. I don't typically start with this deck, but I felt really called to it at the beginning of this reading. The first card here is Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. I am specifically seeing something with dreams. So what this leads me to believe is that someone is going through some kind of intense, I wanted to say dream healing or dream training. There's a spiritual significance to the dreams that this specific person has been having lately. I also feel that these dreams could be someone in this person's life trying to give them some kind of message. And I do feel that for some who are resonating with this message may be from someone they were once romantically involved with, or there's some kind of romantic element to this connection, but I don't feel these dream messages will necessarily apply to everyone, so only take this if it connects with you. And I will be channeling more information on this in just a moment, but I do want to go ahead and lay out the other 2 cards from the Starseed Oracle here, just to give us a bit of context here for what's going on, because I'm getting kind of this triad of energy, this 3-sided energy, the Messenger, the apology with I'm sorry, and the surrender to the sweetness card. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, and I keep hearing words like presence, living in the moments, living fully in the moments, being present with the self. And I feel this specifically connects with the collective divine feminine, what she is being called into energetically, this space of being fully present and connected with herself, her mind, body, and soul, and living fully in the moments, really enjoying her life experience as it is unfolding. Releasing those patterns of worry and anxiety that she may have projected out into the future in the past. And the number 555 just came up on the recording timer, so someone here might be seeing that number. I'm hearing something about the planets or the stars for someone, so I don't know if someone is into stargazing or if that's somehow significant to you and your person. But anyway, this number 555 can signify very rapid and intense change, and that is what I feel is happening collectively for the divine feminine. It's this shift from a state of perpetual fear, anxiety, disempowerment, into a state of deeper presence with the self, peace, harmony that begins within. I'm also hearing something about this peace beginning to want to reflect itself in your immediate physical space, Divine Feminine. So you may feel called to declutter your space, to tidy things up. I'm hearing spring cleaning for someone, but you also might simply be called to infuse more of this peace into your daily routine, to carve out more time for yourself, for self-care and other forms of spiritual practice that help you to feel more at peace in your daily life. I'm also hearing some Divine Feminines may be sleeping more, and I do see this is connected with the shifts that are taking place for you through your dream time, through your sleep. I'm also hearing that some Divine Feminines may have had slight physical symptoms recently, specifically a little bit of head pressure in the forehead or temples. I'm hearing this could have been lightheadedness for some. And if you are experiencing these symptoms, and of course, I'm not a medical professional, so assuming you've explored the potential medical causes and determined this doesn't seem to have a medical cause, these head pressure kind of sensations, or I'm hearing actually even slight cold symptoms, almost like a feeling of having allergies. For some Divine Feminine here, I'm also seeing a halo if that connects with someone, but it also could signify the presence of what we think of as angels. If you do connect with angels or your spirit guides, whatever divine forces you connect with, I see that Divine Feminine, you are being surrounded with this kind of healing, guiding, shifting sort of energy from your higher self, your guides, the divine. However, so much of this is taking place for you right now at this less than conscious level, which is why some of this is also happening, or actually a great deal of this is happening through your dream state. For some of you, you may be consciously picking up on this through dreams because you've had very intense dream experiences. With the Sun card in the upright position, this could signify that this dream you've been having, these dreams have something to do with a message about your future or this new beginning you're trying to create. But for others of you that won't resonate specifically, I'm hearing it's healing you for this new beginning. It's healing, shifting you into this future. Wow. Okay. So I'm picking up now that for some of you, these dreams may have actually been intense in what the ego would label as a negative way. However, if this is the case for you, I'm hearing anxiety dreams or panic dreams for some of you. If you've been having these kinds of intense, seemingly negative dream experiences, Divine Feminine, you need to know that these dreams are actually bringing you into balance, bringing you into harmony by releasing anything that has been imbalanced within you. And it's almost like you are feeling that processing out of the unbalanced energy through your dream experiences. Your subconscious mind and those deeper levels of your energy field are healing themselves through these intense dreams and allowing you to shift powerfully. And really, I'm hearing quantum leaps. So this is a very rapid change. Going back to that number 555, allowing you, Divine Feminine, to shift into this new phase. I just keep hearing you're being prepared, you're being healed, you're being shifted at this unconscious level into this new phase. Now with the I'm sorry card, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting, we've spoken a lot, Divine Feminine, and of course the man holding a coin, the masculine awakening card comes out right away. The number 43 may also be significant to someone. But what I'm getting is this is that third part to this triad that we were speaking to with these three cards: messenger, surrender, and the apology. And I feel that the apology here may not be Apology as we define it in the traditional sense, although for some of you in the 3D, there may be hurts that have gone back and forth between yourself and your person in the 3D world that may require some form of smoothing over, some form of the traditional sense of the word apology. But really what I'm getting from this I'm sorry card is past healing. With this man holding a card upright, wow, the cards are just flying. So a lot is happening within the energy field of this divine masculine that I do feel us picking up on right away now. So I am going to reshuffle some of the cards here just to really hone in on these energies. And I'm getting a little bit of an itching sensation in my neck, which can actually sometimes indicate a shifting throat chakra energy. I heard my heart is in my throat, that kind of expression when you are feeling really emotional about something, almost a choked up kind of feeling, but in a positive way. And I feel that's the sensation I'm getting from this masculine. It's like my love for you, divine feminine, is beginning to overflow from the heart chakra, rising up to the throat chakra, which is interestingly right above the heart center. So it's like this masculine's love is so rising up, boiling over within him that it's leading into I'm seeing like a domino effect leading into falling effortlessly, inevitably into this coming forth with some form of communication, wanting to translate some of that intense feeling into more tangible language or some form of expression in the physical. And this is really being pushed forward through his continuing 6th chakra opening with the 6th chakra card, the 3rd eye chakra, coming out here in the upright position. And I'm feeling really pulled to the Moonology deck. I'm also seeing something about the country of India, so that might be significant to someone. Also, someone here may have long hair. There may be a male here with long hair. I am going to pull a card here. Hold your vision. This is so interesting because this card has come out a lot in recent readings as well. I'm feeling guided to pull one more card. And 2 cards actually came out here. You're very close to achieving your goal. And with that word goal, I really heard reunion, that someone here is, I'm hearing closer than they think or closer than they know to reunion. And what I mean by that is I believe their logical ego mind would be really surprised by how close this physical 3D full-blown reunion is with their person here. But the soul knows it. They've been receiving intuitive downloads about this. I'm getting a lot of divine feminine energy from this. So what I'm getting divine feminine is just how the 3rd chakra, the 3rd eye chakra rather, is opening for the masculine, causing him to be more in tune with his intuition, to feel as though his eyes are opening, to feel as though he's seeing things more clearly. In the same way, because of course, twin flames do mirror one another's energetic shifts, in the same way, you, divine feminine, are also having your eyes opened to, I'm hearing the closeness of this coming together, the closeness of this full-blown physical reunion for those of you who may be in a period of separation, or if you aren't in separation, the closeness of some kind of movements forward in the physical with your person that you may have desired for a long time. I just keep hearing it's closer than you think, but as close as your soul knows it to be. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Angel of strength in the upright position. I'm getting something about self-love here. Continue to hold your vision by focusing on self-love, particularly for the divine feminine. I'm getting this message of the collective feminine here is learning how to turn her love inward, and the masculine in yin-yang fashion is learning how to turn his love more outward. So it's this beautiful dovetailing together here, where the feminine is learning how to radiate that powerful, beautiful love energy that she tends to be very comfortable giving outward, but less comfortable turning inward. She's learning to do that inward shift, to turn inward with her love in the form of increased self-love, self-acceptance, self-appreciation. And the masculine, who traditionally at times may be more turned in on himself, more focused on the self, the physical 3D self, is learning how to see more through the lens of connectedness, through the lens of collective consciousness, and in doing so, to operate more in an outward shifting kind of motion with this love energy, with this beautiful focus. So what this is doing is allowing the masculine to step forward and the feminine to release and open to receiving, to reception, a more receptive kind of energy. Woman holding a coin in the reverse position. I heard a clear message for someone. I don't feel this will be for everyone, but this message was very blunt. It was, don't focus on the karmic. Now, for some of you, this could be literally a karmic relationship or connection. I do feel that this message could apply to a masculine or a feminine listening. And again, these masculine and feminine labels are not tied to gender, biology, or sexuality. These are purely descriptors of energy dynamics. However, with that being said, I do feel that it could be the divine masculine or feminine here, seeing their counterpart stuck in some kind of not stuck. Stuck is the perception of the ego shifting out of some kind of a karmic cycle, pattern, situation, or relationship. I heard tying up loose ends, so this could still be in the process of being tied up. But if this is the case for you, and again, I don't feel this will be for everyone, but if this is the case, I'm getting a strong message from your guides to focus on where you are going, not where you have been, and also not to focus on if there's a negative or a perceived to be negative situation playing out around you or between yourself and your person or in their life, to then not focus on what your mind believes to be present negative, but rather where you are going, like driving a car. Focus on the upcoming, on what is ahead for you. Don't allow yourself to be caught up. I'm hearing to be caught up in the drama for someone. Again, this won't be for everyone, so only take this if it connects with you personally. Adjacent possibilities in the reverse. Really what I'm getting from this card is that reminder that those old karmic timelines, those lower vibrational timelines have already collapsed themselves. The shifts have already taken place within yourself and your counterpart. And I just keep hearing your future is inevitable. It's inevitable now because you have done the work, meaning you have shifted yourself and your vibration, and your person has shifted to the extent that this has already built up so much momentum that it's eliminated all other possibilities and outcomes here. But it's requiring your continued surrender to that knowing, holding the faith, holding the vision that your highest timeline will be reserved for you and your person. And in fact, you are already on that timeline, on that path. You might be seeing some of the number 333 as well, and blossoming abundance in the upright position also came out here. There's something about sunflowers for someone here, but also I was thinking metaphorically about how sunflowers turn to face the sun, and whoever's listening to this reading, I feel this message has been reiterated in different ways, but that's because it's coming through so strongly by your guides. But you are being guided like that sunflower to turn and face the sun, to focus on the positives about yourself and your life, and to watch that positive momentum continue to build and grow as you focus in that direction, because your focus and attention is extremely powerful, especially at this time. So I'm going to reshuffle the cards here and speak to the masculine specifically and see what he could be thinking or feeling at the conscious level at this time. So what is the masculine thinking or feeling? I'm starting to understand our connection. Wow, this has been a really powerful sentiment in the collective masculine. The masculine collectively are truly awakening to the truth, to the knowing of this twin flame soul connection, whether they would refer to it specifically as a twin flame connection or not. There is that profound realization continuing to be downloaded into them. 3 more cards also came out here from the Hidden Truth Oracle. You and I were too young, which I've said can speak to this masculine feeling a slight sense of regrets over the fact that in the past with this you came closer than anyone. There's this feeling of he either was in earth years too young or simply emotionally or spiritually less mature back when you may have first consciously connected in this lifetime. And because of this, I just keep hearing, I didn't let you get too close, or I didn't want you to get too close. There's something here about in the past not having been either literally old enough by physical years or simply emotionally or spiritually mature enough to fully see this connection for what it was, appreciate it, and be able to sustain it. Just being near you is intoxicating, and I wish I had treated you better. I don't react when people mention you. I heard careful control over emotions and reactions. So this won't apply to everyone, but there may be a masculine here who shares mutual friends, a mutual social circle, or is around people who might bring you up from time to time, divine feminine, if you are in separation. And I feel this masculine, like when he hears your name or hears you brought up, there's this heart racing, like sudden sensation of curiosity is too light of a word. It's like, I need to know what's going on in her life or her reality right now. It's this feeling of passion and excitement and wondering what is happening in your life, divine feminine. And again, this will only connect for some twins listening who are in a period of separation and most likely in very little to no communication. So only take that if it resonates. But I see him carefully controlling how he actually reacts and being very conscious that he doesn't overreact when people mention you or bring you up. Again, that's a message for just one specific person. With Indecision Reversed and 𝗀𝘗 Spirits in the reverse position. Indecision Reversed, I've made a commitment about something or resolved to do something. I'm hearing I resolved to try and shut off this feeling of connection I had with you, divine feminine, in the past, but I wasn't able to because these third eye chakra shifts just continued to expand and expand, and I wasn't able to, I just keep hearing I wasn't able to cut myself off from you. And that's part of what made me realize the depth of our connection, because I realized you would follow me around, you would haunt me for the rest of my days if I tried to let you go completely. Now, I do feel a bit of neutral energy, meaning that this could go for the masculine or feminine here. I don't feel it necessarily tied to one polarity. So I could be speaking actually to a divine feminine here who may have attempted to cord cut or let go or release their divine masculine counterpart. It's like they resolved, I'm just going to forget about you. I'm just going to move on. But with attachment in the upright position, I'm hearing exhausting. So someone could have just felt exhausted, like I just always feel pulled back in, like I can't let go. So finally, with anxiety reversed, if I couldn't let go of you, I simply had to learn, or really what you're being guided to, whoever this person is, they're being guided to not be pushing back against this connection their soul knows and has always felt within them, because to do so is essentially like pushing back against their very self, their very own soul, because these are twin flame connections. So we are intertwined, energetically reflected in one another. So pushing back against the other feels like a pushback against the self. But with anxiety reversed, this person has been led or is being guided not to attempt to cut off from the person, but to release their fears and anxieties. Fears about how this is going to play out in the future, negative attachments to what has happened here in the past, shifting all of that into a total surrender and finding peace and joy in the unfolding of the journey, wherever it leads. And I did see the number 2727 if that connects with someone. The thinking man, I hear someone try to logic their way through this connection. I am getting a bit of masculine energy, although as I tend to say in these readings, this could apply divine feminine to your inner masculine as well, or your external masculine. But there's this energy with the thinking man upright. It's like I tried to think my way out. I'm hearing for someone, I tried to think my way out of loving you because logically, and I hear this person saying, I just felt like it couldn't work. It couldn't make sense by logic or by society's standards. There's something here for these twin flames I'm channeling in this moment that felt like an obstacle, either societal judgment or some literal obstacle between you that felt or feels almost impossible to the logical mind to overcome. And because of this person tried to logically think their way through, think their way out of feeling the way that they feel. But finally, and really where they're being pushed now is into this space of surrender. It's like, I ran around in circles trying to let you go, trying to forget you, trying to push back. And now I realize that I've been pushing back against myself, which must mean you are the one soul connection that is truly within me. Because anytime I try pushing against you or pushing back against how I feel for you or what my soul knows about this connection, I feel that pushing back effect that indicates to me finally, that's taught me finally that the aim here isn't to cut off, but to let go in the sense of surrendering, releasing. Okay, with third chakra reversed, I'm sensing right away, I'm picking up on someone and I feel my guides are leaving it intentionally a little bit vague here because this will apply differently to different people, but someone here has been feeling low self-confidence or fear about some situation. This could have come from those intense dreams that could have put you in a state of anxiety. This could be about finances, work, career, life purpose. Something here has been causing someone these feelings of anxiousness from time to time. And I'm hearing also that when this anxiety comes on for this person with indecision in the mid position, it causes them to feel like this stuckness or this stagnancy, this feeling of being trapped in a corner, not really being sure which direction to take or what to do. And I'm hearing when you feel like you don't know what direction to do, you're being guided not to take action whatsoever, not to try to push in a specific direction, because what you're feeling is this resistance to your soul's path. So you're really being guided inward to release, to move into that state of peace. to come back to being present with yourself in the moment, but also whoever this person is, you are being told with the Victory card upright that whatever this thing is that has worried you. Oh, and another thing, I'm hearing that sometimes for this person, when this anxiety comes up, it feels like it just ruins your day or steals away your energy, or you feel like you lose that sense of forward moving energy, momentum, passion in your life. And what you're really being told is the fear you feel at times about this thing, whatever it is for you, is simply your ego minds attaching to the processing out of very ancient and deeply held negative subconscious and energetic patterns within you that are coming through the surface, not to be held at the surface as your ego can try to do here by latching onto them and overthinking them, but to release them, to feel through them, to let them go, essentially. So if you're re-experiencing any kind of fears, self-doubt, negativity about something that's really important to you, I'm hearing it's either some kind of major life goal or a person, some kind of reunion with your deepest, most fondly held soul connection. Whatever it is for you, the fears you're feeling about this thing are not going to manifest. The fears are simply your ego latching on to deeply held patterns of resistance that are now being cleared out, processed out from your being. Yeah, with blossoming abundance upright, the seed of the vision you have planted is taking roots. And just like when you plant a seed and you water it daily, but also you don't worry about whether or when it's going to grow, you know it's going to grow in its season. Your life has seasons too, and whatever you are manifesting, whether it's this person or movement forward in your work, your life, your career, know that that deeply held desire of your heart and soul is coming to pass, but it must happen within the seasons, within the divine timing, which is on your side here. So I know that throughout this reading, we've been channeling a lot of messages specifically for what the ego perceives to be the individual, more personal messages than connection-related messages. But of course, as twin flames, this path encompasses all areas of our life, particularly our soul purpose, our mission here on earth and in this lifetime. So there really is no separateness or personalness, individuality when it comes to our connection with our twin flame, because every shift within ourselves is a shift they reflect as well. However, with that being said, I will be channeling more specific love and connection, interconnection related messages in the extended version of this reading, which is in our beautiful twin flame soul tribe on Patreon. So if you would like to explore more about the specifics of what messages are coming through in this extended reading, I will be leaving the details about that in the pinned comments and description box under this video. But I would like to close this YouTube reading with one final message from the Rumi Oracle deck. And this card is the Human Gift. Now, interestingly, this is the number 17 card, and I do feel this number has been coming out a lot for some in the collective. And the guidebook says, "Be kind to your hearts. You may believe it to be weary from doubts and distrust, so much heartbreak and so many agonies, yet still it beats, still it persists, with unquestioning allegiance to life. What a grand heart it is, this sacred heart of yours. How can it be worthy of anything other than tenderness, gratitude, acknowledgement, and appreciation? Yes, sacred sight is what is behind this oracle for you now, beloved." just for a moment, let your heart be honored and loved by you. And imagine that you can crack open a window in the dustiest chamber of your own heart temple to let the light of the divine stream in. You may allow your heart to finally break once more, to shed those old grievances and be free and fresh to live and love again. So that feels like a perfect place to close out this reading. As I said earlier, more information on the details we will be channeling in the extended reading are in the pinned comment and description box. And of course, in that extended reading, we will be diving deeper into some of the details of the 3D thoughts and conscious feelings of both the masculine and feminine, as well as what they would like to communicate to one another at that deepest soul level, what we call the higher self level. So again, the link to that extended reading is in the pinned comment and description box under this video. Otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day and start to your week. Leave me a comment and let us know here in this community what resonated with you personally. Take what resonates, and of course, leave the rest behind here, because your intuition always knows the way through your life and through all things. Be sure to tune back in on Wednesday for our twin flame reading at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, again on this channel. And I will talk to you again in the next video.